We're talking about Tom Hardy's wife, Charlotte Riley's breasts, Jessica Biel's oh fudge, and allergist Dr. Michelle are on the show tonight talking with us. Actually, not talking. They talk, we blab. Brought to you by Zootopia in theaters now.
Then we'll open up a bag of snacks that are so controversial, we might as well be opening up a can of worms.
Yeah.
Okay? Because this is about nut allergies and babies and how early you're going to feed it to them. This is serious stuff. And then we want to make it all happy and springy because we've got a big giveaway. Spring Family Fest is coming to LA. Thanks to Club Mommy, we are hooking you up with this huge VIP red carpet swagola bagola giveaway that's coming up too. So we'll give you details in just a few minutes.
You are listening to Kristen and Laura. This is Best of LA, powered by Mom Angeles.
So I'm your host, Kristen Cruz, at Kristen Cruz on Twitter, and Laura Nickerson is at Knickerburger. We love being social, so please reach out and hang with us. You can follow this show anywhere if you just search out hashtag Best of LA, because we are all about bringing you the best things in Los Angeles. Events, people, doctors, hot topics that parents are talking about, and celeb gossip. So let's blab.
Let's blab. All right. So let's start off talking about Common Sense Media. Now, have you ever seen Common Sense Media? Incredible organization. They're basically where you go to figure out if a TV show or an app or any online activities are okay for your kids, and they help you rate them and just sort of mire through all the mud. So they have a new thing coming out. They're announcing at a South by Southwest a new rating tool that's going to help parents discover, choose, and use TV shows and films that portray positive character strengths that experts have determined to support a kid's development. That sounds fancy, but basically what they're saying is they're going to tell you whether or not your child's going to become a total jerk after watching whatever that is.
Is that a thumbs up idea or a thumbs down idea? Do we think that that's getting too much into our artistic creative freedom, or are we liking that?
I'm liking it because I have a hard time figuring out if my kids are going to turn into axe murderers after they watch something. So, because by the time they've watched it, it's just too late.
That's true. It's in there.
They're reaching for the axe.
That's right. You can't MIB the wand in front of their eyes and make it all go away. Okay, that's true. Yeah. So I do think that's interesting. And I also props to South by Southwest for acknowledging that we're all getting a little bit older, becoming parents and families.
Speak for yourself.
Okay, fine, I will. Here's something else that happened in Hollywood. I mean, some would say, we just had the Oscars, so we're Oscars crazy here in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
And some would say, the Academy is filled with a bunch of boobs, especially after.
Word up.
Especially after the whole controversy about not enough white nominees. Not enough
white nominees. There were plenty of those.
Not enough.
We're overrunning with white people in Hollywood. Trust me.
But
we're good.
There were a couple of girls that were not welcome at our big awards night here in Hollywood. They belong to Tom Hardy's wife, Charlotte Riley, forced to pump her breast milk in the toilet.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry.
You'll
have to go in the toilet to pump. Hi, I'm in like an $18,000 Oscar de la Renta gown on the biggest night of my husband's life. And you want me to do what? And sit on the toilet and pump? I mean, they didn't have a room for it. Do you know more details about this story too? Because you're pretty
Am I in the know? Well, from my spot at the Oscars, and by spot at the Oscars, I mean spot on my couch with my kids. I did not have the same issue, but I did hear about that. I know there were a lot of pregnant actresses and new moms there, and they were told they had to pump in the bathroom, which is a common thing. People seem to think it's totally fine to tell a breastfeeding woman to pump in the bathroom. I mean, you don't even want to bring in your own coffee drink into the bathroom. Why would you want to bring in a breast pump and, squeeze it out? That's no bueno.
We're feeding this to our children. We have to keep it all sterile and sanitized, and you want us to go to the bathroom. I mean, I would just think, and like you said, there were many beautiful baby bumps on the red carpet this year. Yeah. And there always are. So let's, Academy, listen up to the blab with Kristen and Laura. Could you please build a room? If you don't want to, we will. We'll get the Mom Angeles people. We'll get our friends at Club Mommy, and we'll get together with the pump station. We'll build you a room so that the celebrities can breastfeed in a comfortable environment that's private and meant just for them, so they can feel good about being moms feeding their babies. Here.
Here, and a double. Wait, I'm going to give you a double. What the props? Whoa. Yeah.
Do that too. See, I should
high five.
Bam. What's next? Hot topics.
Hot news. Okay, so we've got boobs going on. Oh, Jessica Biel, speaking of fancy famous people.
Fudge.
She's got a new restaurant coming out. All Fudge. All Fudge. Now people are it opened this week. It's called All Fudge and it is on Melrose in Hollywood. And people were really kind of poo-pooing it, talking about how she was making basically a playground for the rich. Yes. Which let's be honest, a lot of Hollywood and West Hollywood can be, but she's saying that it's affordable. It's a place where kids can be welcome. The food's organic. It's seasonal. There's quinoa involved in many of the dishes, which automatically makes it much more healthy. And you know, you gotta applaud her for going out there and creating something that's friendly for moms and kids and families and dads. Sure. And also is a price point that at least some of us can afford. Well, it's very comfortable looking if you look online. It's beautiful.
And don't be fooled. First of all, if you're traveling to LA or you live here, you may have been to Gracias Madres, which is right next door, which is a 100% vegan Mexican restaurant. Oh yes, that is a real thing. And the nachos are to die for. To die for. Between Doheny and Robertson. So her little O Fudge place is right there. So if you like the healthy food and you are a parent, this is a great idea. But you still get a Soho House vibe. You know, the club in London, and then they built one here where you have to know somebody to get in. You have to be like nominated by another member before you can go. Not just anybody can go. There is still some of that vibe because they're going to have exclusive nights and exclusive discounts and exclusive classes for the kids of the, I would say, A-listers, rich and famous, et cetera, et cetera. So we'll see.
All right. Well, that's a little snotty when it sounds like that.
But we'll see. We'll see how it plays out. We'll go check it out, you and me. We'll
I want to go. Hey, maybe we'll even bring our kids. They're on a list. I don't know what list it is, but it's a list.
Principles.
Hey, did you see these, by the way? First of all, these.
Boom, can you read that? CheekyMonkey.
Is that backwards? It probably is. CheekyMonkey. Okay, so CheekyMonkey.
On tonight.
All right. These are our snacks, my friend. These are called CheekyMonkeys. So Chris and I went to the biggest baby shower ever.
Thanks to Big City Moms.
Big City Moms. We had such a blast and we got to meet the incredibly eccentric and amazing Betsy Johnson, the fashion designer and just style icon. You know, you got to say it. The woman's got it going on and I don't know how old she is. I don't care. She's amazing. But she was there supporting her brother who has this product called CheekyMonkeys. They're sort of like peanut butter pirate booty. Yeah. That's what they taste like peanut butter pirate booty puffs. Say that 5 times fast. But anyway, so the reason they made CheekyMonkeys is because they are to introduce to your baby at 4 to 8 months to try to give them a little taste of peanuts so that they can determine and hopefully avoid having a peanut allergy.
Yeah. Okay. So, and hence where we're opening not just the bag of snacks, but the can of worms. So we started a conversation on Facebook and you moms and dads were so fired up about it that we just had to reach out and get a real expert in the field of child allergies. And we have one right here in Beverly Hills. And I'm going to mess up Michelle's name. I just know it. Are you better at pronouncing it?
Yasharpour. Michelle Yasharpour. Dr. Michelle. I'm going to call her Dr. Michelle or Yarsh, which she's going to hate. But she's calling in right now. Let's see if we can get her on the seat. Are we able to bring her on? Because she's right here blabbing with us right here on Best of LA with Kristen and Laura. There she is. Hi.
Hi. I regret accepting you right now. So pretty.
We're propsing you. So tell us what is the big deal with the peanut allergies? Because when I first heard this, I was a little like, oh, I don't want to do that because I'm scared. First of all, I wouldn't give my baby food before 6 months anyway, solid food. So to give him at 4 months kind of freaked me out. And then I'm also like, okay, that's great. I gave him a little bit of peanuts, right? That's fantastic. And then they blow up like a balloon and perish in my hands. That was scaring me to death. So what is your thought on that?
So you mentioned, that people are afraid to give peanuts. And the reason for that is because one of the most likely causes of fatal anaphylaxis, which basically means dying of a food allergy, is from peanuts. And so we, for a long time, were telling people, don't give your kids peanuts until after at least 1, and some people were even saying after 3 years of age. And what happened after a while was that they looked at the population in Israel and they looked at the in the UK, and they saw, these Israelis don't have much of a peanut allergy in their children at all. The percentage was like less than 0.017 or so, I mean, if I'm quoting numbers, whereas the population in London, where delayed peanut was advocated for, was much of a higher percentage. 2 to 3% of those kids have peanut allergy. And so this really brilliant doctor, Dr. Lack, decided, let's look at this and see why this is. So he took 600 and so children, divided them into 2 groups, and said, let's see if we give some of these kids peanut from an earlier age, which is what the Israelis do. They have a very famous peanut snack, very similar to these CheekyMonkeys, which I'm so excited to try, and I'm so excited to send to me. They have a very similar snack that they start giving to their kids, 5, 6 months. And so he took those kids, he separated them into 2 groups and started giving them to those kids that were 6 to 11 months or so. And then there was another group where they didn't introduce it. And they actually followed them for almost 5 years to see what would happen. And when they did that, they realized that the incidence of peanut allergy in the population that were introduced much earlier was much lower. And that it was a really great way of preventing food allergy. And what I have to also mention is that the population that this entire, all of these kids that they introduced them to were high risk for peanut allergy. They either had severe eczema or already had an egg allergy. So these are not just your regular run-of-the-mill kids. These are really allergic kids from allergic families. These are the kids you actually had to worry about peanut allergy in. And you'll see some of the comments, in this discussion that we started that are basically saying, I don't want to kill my kid. I don't want to give them peanuts. But honestly, what you're actually doing is you're preventing them from developing an allergy that could be a life-threatening reaction. Usually as a little kid, you don't really, worry about what they're eating because you're giving them everything. The problem that occurs is once they get older, they become teenagers and they do whatever they want.
So I hear.
And so at that point, even though they've been allergic, their whole life, they start doing things that they might not, they shouldn't do. And so if you can prevent that, then it's the best way of, reducing your child's risk.
And can I say that the name of the brand, I think Melissa Javed was in that discussion. She said it was Bamba.
Bamba, yeah. I have 3 kids, 5, 2, 1-year-old. They all got Bamba around 5, 6 months. So I'm not, I practice what I preach. I'm not the kind of person that just, tells you to do it and didn't do it myself. I have Bamba. I can go get it from my closet right now and have it.
Pass it through the internet.
Bamba is the Israeli version of this that they've been doing for years.
Oh, right. Okay.
Starting to come over here. And I've said we had a great thread. Can I say where the group is or no? It's secret, right?
What's that?
Oh, LA Mommies?
Yeah. Yeah, you're welcome to. That's one of my, actually, I started that with my firstborn, and it's amazing where it's grown to. And I mean, it's a great way of getting information. And honestly, if I can spread that information, because I actually was just at the National Allergy Convention over the weekend, and this was the big hot topic because it's become, a huge thing. If we're finding ways of preventing one of the most dangerous allergies out there, I mean, what else?
Can I ask you a question though? New? What's the downside? What's the risk? Am I being crazy by worrying about that?
There definitely is a risk. And the risk is, if a kid does have severe eczema, so in that study, and I should have mentioned this before, the caveat is those kids were all skin tested. So, they were able to see if a skin test result was really, really large, that they would not include them in the study. But that being said, most of the population aren't that severe, allergic eczema patient population or don't have eczema. And to those kids, there's no real risk. But those kids that do have severe eczema or have allergies to other foods, those are the kids we actually will tell them, come see your allergist, get skin tested, and then based on the skin test results, your allergist will tell you what you should do, whether you should introduce it at home, whether we should introduce it in the office, or whether we should just hold off and do some more testing and wait to see what happens. So
I don't know. It scares me. It scares me so much. It freaks me out so bad. Because I mean, like my husband's a firefighter, he's a paramedic. So like I was saying in the thread in LA Mommies on Facebook, I was saying I heard somebody else say I would maybe give my child a little peanut butter in the parking lot next to the ER just in case.
Just in case.
Run in there really fast. And that is actually what we did in a way at the table. My husband, he was off shift, he did his round and then he'd come home and he'd stand right there and I'd be like, okay, you ready? And then I would give him like a little bit of strawberry or like a little bit of tomato. And then I'd be like, are you ready? Are you ready to jump in there if they need you? And I was like,
where's the EpiPen? Where's the EpiPen?
Totally. I was like, bring home your kits.
You know what? They should have peanut parties. They'll serve CheekyMonkeys and they bring a bunch of EpiPens and you have a party at the Denny's right next to the ER and everybody just tries it out.
Oh my, my husband actually went to a chicken pox party when he was little. So, and he's one of the healthiest people I know. So I don't know. You might be able to something with that.
Yeah.
That could be a solution.
There you go. All right. Well, Dr. Michelle, it was so great to have you. That was my word. Chime or pipe?
Good job.
Pipe in and get some expert opinions. And thank you for coming on and blabbing with us.
Thank you so much.
Hey, how do people find you online, on Twitter, on whatever, so they can ask you more questions?
My website is allergybeverlyhills.com. I'm probably going to be writing a blog about this exact issue very soon. And my Twitter is allergybh. And that, you can find all the information you need from those two sites.
Well, cool. Thank you so much for coming on and chatting with us. It's great information. It's great. You're a great resource to parents. So I'm going to clap you out. Here we go. And bye. Thank you.
Bye.
How could she be so smart? Bring women together on Facebook in this huge community. By the way, our community spread, there's like 20,000 women in this group. I think last time it was 18-something thousand. And she's gorgeous. And that's not okay. All of it as a package.
As I well know, that's a burden to bear.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Guys,
as you know.
Listen, I know. I have to stand next to you, and it's not fair. Listen, you are actually really tall and skinny, which really is.
It's an illusion. I walk with a mirror.
Okay. I am sick with the flu, you guys. Again, I apologize. I look like I don't know what I look like, but listen, I've got my cup of hot water with lemon and honey.
Mm-hmm.
That's not just an old wives' tale. It works. Oh, we should have asked the doctor about that. I'm drinking this. And as soon as we're out of here, I got a brand new prescription for some sort of cough medicine with codeine in it that Mom's looking forward to.
Good night in the Cruz household. Hey, so we were going to have some animators from Zootopia come on tonight, and they had some problems at work, and they couldn't quite make it. So instead, hold on.
Oh, no. Did you go? Did you get your tickets?
I'm ready to fill in.
Hi, Chihuahua.
As an animator for Zootopia. Okay, I'm just going to wear this hat. Where's my applause, people? Seriously, where is my props? I'm wearing a hat. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yes.
You were appreciated. Okay. So here's why I want to just bring it up that if you haven't seen Zootopia this weekend, it is such a total blast. You can check out my review on mamaangelis.com. I actually think it has multi-layered messages, and I'm not that person. I'm not that person who looks for more in their animated films. I'm not, but I swear to you, they were talking about dealing with Islamophobia in our country. Swear to God, check it out. It was really great.
And I wanted to ask the animators, one of them's a female. So of course, you know how I'm about my daughter, Izzy, who's like a little tech genius, 7 years old. She's not a genius. I hate when people say that about their kids. She likes to play video games, okay?
But
be honest.
In a genius way.
Yeah.
You should see her on Minecraft.
Oh my God. Yeah, I love Minecraft. But no, I love seeing women in animation and these other male-dominated kind of technology medias. And so I really wanted to ask her about that. But the other thing was, I wanted to ask if there was this message that you were talking about, because that's pretty.
Or if I just took some cough.
Lady.
Well, if I just took some cough medicine with codeine and then took my kids, is that what you're thinking it could be? No, actually, I got to take this off because even I cannot be that person that wears that. But so much better.
I can say though, what I did also love about the movie, and if you haven't seen Zootopia, and I know everybody hasn't, so we're not going to ruin it because I've talked to the moms at pickup, and not everyone's out this weekend. So, but what I will say is, if you have a little girl, take her to see Zootopia.
Yeah.
It's the most empowering film. And I could cry right now talking about it, and I'm not a crier. actually probably just because I'm sick. I might cry. I don't know what happened, but because it's about like the Shakira song in it.
Yeah.
Try Anything. That's the theme song. That's what the name of the Shakira song is, and I'm so glad that she sang it.
Yeah.
It is about girls being able to do anything. I mean, they even call the bunny is the main character, as you know, and she's even called a dumb bunny.
Yeah.
And that's just, come on, right?
Yeah. And they approach so many messages about, and it's about women, it's about girls, it's about following your dreams, it's about getting along, it's about the realism of life in your dreams, and also it's about fear mongering, I think, in any cultural situation. It's do you go by fear because of what someone might do? And I mean, I'm not going to mention any presidential candidates, Donald Trump, who might be trying to run on scaring the patoopies out of us, Donald Trump. But if Donald Trump were doing that, he should watch Zootopia too. That's what I'm going to say about that, cheeky monkey. All right, let's talk real quick about Club Mommy Fest before we get rolling here.
Okay, so you talk. I'm chewing. Sorry.
Oh, see, I was just going to say, like, you finish. Cheeky monkey.
Spring Family Fest is coming up in Los Angeles. I'm so sorry. Club Mommy's been around for a few years now. I have been a supporter from the start because I think anything that brings moms together, it helps us get great education, meet experts that can help us raise our kids better, test drive products for our children before we go out and drop $1 billion on it, and have a little darn fun is an organization that I'm going to support. So Spring Family Fest is going to bring around hundreds of families from Los Angeles to come and do just that in the beautiful LA weather. And I'm telling you, celebrities come out for this event too, which, I mean, whatever, I grew up here, but I still think it's super fun when you're walking down the red carpet and you're like, ooh, Ellie Landry, that's kind of cool.
And you walk by with your phone and you're like, oh, I'm just going to step in here and selfie, tiki, there's my selfie. Clicky.
There's always with like 8 chins because I'm trying to like really just like, I'm not really.
I need some longer arms. All right, so cool. It's a day to be inspired. There's experts there. There's all sorts of great products there, vendors, services, and of course, a bazillion kids and bumps and people with large bumps in their fronts.
So what we're going to give you is a VIP package, a walk down the red carpet. Yes, there's like the full-on step and repeat PR. Press is there. You guys, like extra entertainment's been there. E-Online has been there with the cameras and the trucks out front. It's super fun. It's like a movie premiere, but a bunch of women, the big old pregnant ladies in spring dresses, and we don't even care. You know, it's like, oh yeah. And so it's really fun. So you get to walk down the red carpet. You get a meet and greet with Rachel Pitzel, who's the founding mommy at Club Mommy. And by the way, they just also became a part of Mom.me, which you may or may not know. How cute is this freaking bag they gave me?
Love it.
Is that little tote to do my shopping?
So, and carry your cheeky monkeys in there.
That's what's in here. All that's in here is cheeky monkey.
I have a cheeky monkey bag.
Okay, wait, turn it around. Is it signed by Betsy Johnson? Turn it around.
Oh, yes, it is. I didn't even notice it. Thanks for pointing that out.
Don't wash it. She picked up a pen and signed it. That's not like an iron-on patch. Don't wash that. Put it away.
I'm not.
Let the kids get it.
Why are you yelling at me?
Oh, I don't know. I think I'm yelling at myself because I realized that today my son was like putting his lunch in here, and I'm all, okay, wait, no. Are you kidding, Betsy Johnson, you guys? That's so cool. So anyways, we're getting you the meet and greet with Rachel Pitzel and a VIP swag bag package that is being specially curated, put together just for our winner from the Best of LA show with Kristen and Laura. So please stay tuned to get in on that. You're going to go to the momangeles.com Facebook page. You're going to sign up to get in, and we are going to draw our name next Sunday on the show. So good luck. Tell all your pregnant friends.
Bring those pregnant friends. All right, now it's not a competition, but I do want to end up with more props than Kristen, so please clap for me. Thanks. I
can say that because I'm not on traditional morning radio right now. Yeah,
she's so far ahead of me. Thank you, people. I'm highly competitive. Hey, make sure you check in us at our Blab next Monday because we're going to be talking about St. Patrick's Day fun with your kids. There's a lot of cool stuff coming up next week. I'm going to give you the full inside scoop, and so will Kristen.
Yeah, so we'll be here. Follow us online again. It's at Kristen Cruz on Twitter. It's at Knickerburger on Twitter. And everywhere on the blogosphere and on the web, it's hashtag Best of LA to find out what we are doing on and off camera because we like to stay connected with you and fill you in.
Excellent. Well, bye-bye, everybody. And don't forget, just don't talk, blab.
Woo! Cheeky Monkey. Cheeky Monkey. Bow, 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 ow, ow,
Oh, I'm winning. I'm winning.
Listen, my husband's on there.
Oh, mine's not.